Good morning, everyone. Sorry, guys, I'm late today. Just give me one couple of minutes. Uh, okay. Okay, how are you guys doing today? Good, 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 good. Okay, let's start with just analysis on daily time frame. What is the high for daily 39069? Okay, there you go. What is the low? Low of this candle is that 29274. Perfect. There you go. Now we have marked previous day high and previous day low. So there is a daily high somewhere around here. We'll find it on 4-hour time frame or somewhere. Okay, what do we have? 4-hour time frame looks pretty bullish. Bullish. It took this low and is now heading higher. It also took down London session low on a 15-minute time frame. We got a candle closing below that. I'm not really excited into for that. It's okay. So watch this 4-hour fair value gap. Watch this 4-hour fair value gap is also a BPR, balance price range. What is a balance price range? When two fair value gap overlaps each other. This bearish fair value gap right here and this bullish fair value gap right here. When they overlap each other, that becomes bullish. Becomes balance price range. Watch this. Balance price range took support. Now moving up higher. Okay. I'm just gonna mark one high here, which is going to be our buy side liquidity. The high of that point is 3264.25. There you go. That's what we have on 4-hour time frame. On 1-hour time frame, what did we get? On 1-hour time frame, we got a downtrend structural change, V-shaped rejection, and it took down this high. So now what will we have? If the candle closes up higher, we'll have a bullish order block here and a bullish order block right here. Okay, let's move to a 15-minute time frame. What do we have as of right now? Okay, London session low has been taken down. Not the closing that I want to see, but it has been taken. Watch this. Asia session low is still open. Asia session low is still open. The higher chances that we can move towards downside, but 4-hour is pretty bullish. High of this candle is 217.25. Okay, and that is another buy side liquidity. Watch this. There is no candle closing above London session high. So any candle closing above London session high and a rejection will be coming down towards London session low. So that's it for us as for levels. Now let's wait for the first 15 minutes to get printed. We'll see if it gives us good for value gap, if it gives us a good pullback, if it creates any level of interest for us. Any candle closure high, we will have a bullish order block right here, and this one is a green candle, hence I'm not much big fan here, which means if a price comes here and gives us a good reaction with failing CVD, we will not take that trade. We will look for this level. Look at this, bearish fair value gaps getting wiped out in one candle. Aggressive market movement today. Let's quickly, okay, so we have US Charles job opening at 10 a.m. today. Job openings, okay, job data, US CB consumer confidence, okay. So we have some data that can move the market. Mostly, yeah, which means we'll need to avoid trading like this. Liquidity sweep, V-shape rejection. If it becomes something like this, if it candle closes here, we'll have 55 minutes, 55 points of stop against what? But the closest low is here or here. There was no candle close here. If there were, then this would become a bearish order block. This is now if the price comes back up higher, then we can take this trade. Now watch this. Liquidity sweep with speed, V-shaped rejection, IFVG. Now this bearish order block can become an entry point. But do we have any level of interest? Is there any candle closing above this? No. As we're still trading, this trade is still in first 15 minutes, so hence we are not into this trade. We'll wait for the price. We'll wait for another signals. Like this is just the signal that I'm marking, not the actual trade that I'm entering. I need three things to enter the trade. First is level of interest, second is signal, and third is supporting CVD. Let's see what's up on CVD part. CVD is pretty bullish. Yeah, it's just like yesterday. It's pretty bullish. We have job data that can affect the market. This trade is just my educational purpose, not in this trade. So this is this is how this is just a signal. This is just a signal. Watch this. Liquidity sweep, V-shape rejection, and we have order block. But do we have any level of interest? No. Even for this buy side liquidity here, we need a candle close above that and then generate a signal like this for price to move down and for us to enter into a trade. As of right now, we do not have level of interest. So yeah, just wait for it. Will this signal work? It can, but for us to, we need three things. We only have one thing right now. That is just the signal. Okay, almost 9:45. First 15-minute candle closure. What is it giving us? It did give us IFVG, but look at this reaction from the top. 100 points of rejection from the top. For us to enter into a trade, it needed to close above here, above this high, or above this high. Anybody entering and on this signal, just entering on this signal, this would be a break-even point, because there is no level of interest from which it is delivering, which means the chance of the signal working out all the way till here is very less. Okay, and that break even hit. So even if you take signals like this, it's just a small scalp trade. What you could have taken is just this 37 points, but risk reward is not favorable. I would never enter into a trade like this. Okay, so now we have got a good candle closure about this. If we are looking for a long continuation, 264, now watch this liquidity sweep, V-shaped reaction out of it. We have a liquidity sweep, V-shaped rejection right here as well, but this we do not have any level of interest. If anybody expecting a continuation here, this will become now a bullish order block. This should hold and a stop loss will go all the way till here. As of right now, we do not have any level of interest. Let's see what CVD is doing with this. Volume increase, price did not take up, like price did not go higher. Oh, it might give us a good it might give us a good selling signal. So there is a candle closure above this London session high. There is a candle closure above this London session high. So there is a candle closure above this London session high on 15-minute time frame. If we get a good bearish signal, we can take the market short. But to be honest, on 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, price looks pretty bullish. So instead of taking short trades, let's look to take long trades. So what do we have here? We have a bullish order block right here. Don't forget, we have news at 10, jobs news at 10, which can play an important role in movement of market. So let that thing get out of the way first and then look for opportunities. Asia session low is open. We got London session low got taken out. We had a closing, but it did not close below the wick. Not something that I would like to see. As I was telling a moment ago, if somebody is expecting continuation, this is bullish order block right here. This was bullish order block right here. The reason is, look at this low. It got swept. We got V-shaped recovery out of it. So what do we have? Liquidity sweep with speed, V-shaped recovery, and now if we do not have any fair value gap or IFPG, so what do we have here? We have bullish order block. Also, we can also say that there is a breaker block formation right here. This will become a breaker block formation. Yeah. And how do we trade breaker block? We take an entry here, put the stop loss below, and target whatever liquidity we have up higher. As of right now, this is just the signals. These are just the signals, like this is bullish order block, breaker block. With supporting CVD, like volume is pretty much on bull side. Yes, the signal was not the great signal. We did not even have level of interest here, so no trades for us. Let's wait, let's get that news out of the way first, and then let's see if we can find a great level of interest and a signal on that level of interest. Wait for it. Hardest part of trading is just to wait for that perfect opportunity where all the thing aligns as per your system. Waiting for that particular time is what is the hardest part in trading. Will I be looking to short the market here if this fair value gap gets inversed? As I said, volume looks pretty good. Volume looks pretty good for the upside. And look at this. It already took out this high, this high, this high in one move. Hence I'm not looking to short the market. Also, 4 hour is bullish, 1 hour is bullish. Hence I'm not looking for any short opportunity. Also, we have news in next 4 minutes. Hence no trade for me until that news gets away. Let's see what we have on 15-minute time frame. Which level is, oh, okay, so this is open. The next level of interest would be this. High of that is 415. Okay, 1 2 3. So that would be the next draw on liquidity. Okay, I'm gonna take this out now. Now watch this thing. As price is increasing, volume is also increasing. This just shows the strength of that move. If price increases and volume does not, there are high chances of reversal or failure of that particular move. As of right now, we have prices moving higher with volume. We have news in 1 minute. Anybody entering on this breaker block or order block, you guys would almost have, yeah, 124 127 points, almost 1:2. Okay, what do we have now? What do we have now? I'm gonna take this thing out. We have got a 15-minute fair value gap, huge 15-minute fair value gap right here. There are 2 BPRs into this as well. For a bearish signal, this would now become a bearish order block. Liquidity sweep and speed, V-shaped rejection out of it. So what is this here? Bearish order block. If somebody wants to short, and this is the signal. Now above we got closing above these levels, London session high and this high as well. But as I said, I'm not looking for shorts today. I'm gonna wait. Oh, there is no closing. Also keep this thing in mind. If price comes all the way down to this fair value gap in just one 15-minute candle, we will be avoiding that long idea, because 15 minutes of bullishness just gets taken down in next 15 minutes. This just voids one another. So no long trades if this comes down in one go. I want to see price come down to this fair value gap in 2 to 3 candles at least, and then if we get a good signal with supporting CVD, we'll enter longs for the target high. Mhm. CVD is pretty good. It went to 160k. Looks pretty good. It can be bullish day all day. Mm. This is purely bullishness. Now after 10 minutes, if this candle closes up higher, we might get a small fair value gap here as well. This is actually a good candle, good pause candle here. I want to see candles like this. One candle like this, another small red candle, and maybe on the third candle, if it touches this fair value gap, we can look for longs about 115 120 points. But until then, we have to sit on our hands. Mhm. Okay, now this is a good bearish signal as well. Liquidity sweep with speed, V-shape rejection, IFEG, but we do not have any level of interest here. We do not have any level of interest that would take the price down, which means this is not a high probability signal. There is a signal, but not a high probability signal, as you will be countering directly against the trend for the day. Yeah, I've seen this kind of, like, if this candle closes red, it generally turns out to be a good signal, but it's just a signal. We still do not have any level of interest. If we would have got this kind of signal at first 15-minute candle closure, we would have taken the market short. But now after this good continuation after that first 15 minutes, like almost 200 points of move. Let's just wait for the price to come back to any fair value gap. Wait for it. Yeah, if this fair value gap gets created, then this could become a target, and somebody taking a short trade here, this could also become a target. This is just for educational purpose. We are not in this trade. Yet again, we are leaning for bull side. Especially after 4 hour candle close, such strong close after 4 hour. Okay, so we have this bearish order block on 4 hour. We have a fair value gap, bearish fair value gap on this 4 hour. Looking at this candle closure for 4 hour, I'm reluctant in taking short trades. Still gonna wait. Still gonna wait for a good signal. Even for this, if this 4 hour fair value gap wants to work, then after changing structure on 15-minute, we will get an opportunity. So no need to rush this. We don't need to be the first guy to catch a good trade. We just need to take obvious trades that everyone can see. I've just marked the signal. This is not the trade I'm in. Okay, so what data did we get? Let's see. And we had jobs opening. Okay, job opening came out good. Consumer confidence also came out better than expected. Good job data, which means stronger economy, which means lesser, like higher interest rate, which means lesser liquidity into the market. Seems bearish. As of right now, we do not have any level of interest. So we have to wait. Okay, perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see. We got a small fair value gap here. Got a small 15-minute fair value gap right here. Yeah, anybody taking market short at this IFEZ stop loss would be around 50 points. First TP would be around 69-70 points at this fair value gap, targeting this internal liquidity. But there's no reason for me to short the market other than just the signal that we got. We still have to wait for level of interest, just like this 15-minute fair value gap. If we get a good liquidity sweep, we shift rejection out of at this level, and we'll look to take the market long. Watch the CVD. This high, this low. Yeah, we still have to wait for the level of interest. Until then, we do not have any trade. I have to be patient. Last week we just took 2 trades and made 280 points. Like we took 4 trades, 2 were break evens and 2 were winning trades last week. Like the main point of trading is like anybody can make money on a given day. Like this is a bullish day, you buy it and you will get money out of it. But this doesn't work every single day. It's not about making money, it's about preserving the profit that you make, not chipping it away on a day like yesterday when we did not have much, like we did not have clear clear trend. Market was just moving down, moving up higher. See, if anybody would have taken this short trade would be sweating right now that his stop loss is going to get taken. We can get a lot of signal, we can get CVD supporting that signal, but if we don't have a level of interest from which it should deliver, like that is a less probability trade or low probability trade. Same thing. We need to wait for all three things to come together. We need to have a level of interest, we need to have the signal on that level of interest, and then after that if we get a supporting CVD, that is great. It is taking out all the levels without giving us a good pullback into any level of interest. With this signal here, liquidity sweep, V-shaped rejection, break a block. Same thing happened here, liquidity sweep, V-shaped rejection. Yeah, there was no candle closing up higher, no good signal. But this is how you read the market and what side it is trying to go, which side it is trying to move. If it aligns with your view, you can hold the trade if you're into the trade, or you can take signals onto that trade, or you can take entries onto the trade. CVD is 167. Okay. Hmm. You're still waiting for this pullback on this 15-minute time frame. Yeah, CVD is increasing, bullishness is increasing. Like it's like bullish volume, it's 175k positive. I think we might have to wait longer than usual today. We're still waiting for price to enter our level of interest. If we do not have price at our level of interest, there is no trade. Price is continuously taking out highs without giving a proper pullback. It is giving signals on 1 minute time frame, but then it is not going back to level of interest that we are looking for. We marked out this signal here as well. We marked out this bullish order block. We had this bullish breaker block here as well. But there was no fair value gap, there was no order block at that point for us to enter. It does not classify into our system. Hence we need to wait for price to give us a good pullback. I'm still looking for longs. The reason is simple. It took out multiple highs. It took out multiple highs in one leg up, which indicates proper bullishness. Even volume on CVD is at 175k, which is good bullish volume. Even small signals on 1 minute time frame are getting bought up, are getting continuations, which is a good sign. Now if we get a good signal, now if we get a good pullback to the level of support or level of interest, which is this 15-minute fair value gap here or this here, we will look to enter long. Until then, we have to be patient. We have to wait for the setup. We can see multiple signals, like look at this liquidity sweep, V-shaped rejection, now this This is bearish order block, but these are just the signals. We do not have any level of interest for this. There is no candle closure about this liquidity as well that can give us an indication that it will go down. I'm sorry, this is bearish order block right here. But this liquidity sweep took down this high with speed, V-shaped rejection, tapped into this bearish order block. There are multiple levels of liquidity, but this is just a bearish signal. Price is trending upside. Hence we are not taking any short trade. This is just to show that what are the signals, what are the kind of signals that we are looking for. If we get these kind of signals at a level of interest, like if we get this kind of bullish signal, which was right here, if we get the same signal at this 15-minute fair value gap, we'll be looking to take longs. Until then, we have to be patient. As a day trader, our job is not to take all the signals. We have to wait for that perfect opportunity that aligns with our system. Once we have that thing, once we have price at our level of interest, once we have signal at our level of interest, and we have CVD supporting us, that is the trade that we are looking to trade. That is the trade that we are looking to take. If it does not give me that trade today, I'll wait for it tomorrow, but I will never enter into a wrong trade. Day trading is not just about making money. Day trading is a job. You just have to wait for that opportunity. Once you get into that mindset of waiting for that opportunity, taking just the trades that aligns with your system, money is just byproduct. Right now, if you make $100 a week or $500 a week in one account, you can have 10 accounts. That will be $5,000 a week just taking one trade. So it's not about money, it's about waiting for that perfect opportunity that aligns with your views, it aligns with your system. That is what day trading is. And like, it won't be that every day you will get an opportunity. Sometimes you might get multiple opportunities in a day. Sometimes you might get none. Sometimes you might get an opportunity and you'll miss it. That doesn't mean we chase that entry or chase that price. Like how we watched the signal, but we did not have any level of interest, so we did not enter into this trade. We are not chasing the price, we are waiting for the price to come to our level of interest. Until then, we just have to sit patiently. That's what day trading is. As CVD is coming down, CVD is supporting this move on the downside, but it can flip at any moment. We are not in shorts, we are not looking for shorts, we're just looking for longs. We'll be waiting for price to tap this fair value gap. If we get a good signal from this fair value gap, we'll take it, If it goes deeper, if we get signal at 3170, we'll look to enter there. Until then, it's just about being patient. That's 40 points from this bearish order block with 30 points of risk. That is more than 1:1. Watch this fair value gap. It aligns with this. Watch this fair value gap. It aligns with this bearish order block, which then becomes a strong zone for rejection. Well, price is pretty bullish today. I'm not looking for any bearish signals. The chances of bearish signal failing today is way much higher than any other day. But keep this thing in mind, like when we have this fair value gap overlapping with one of the order block right here, that becomes a good strong zone for resistance. Same thing goes for support as well. Now this fair value gap has been inversed. We got a liquidity sweep as well, but we do not have any level of interest. We do not have any level of interest, hence we are not into this trade. Not not in any trade. Finally, we are getting some consolidation like pause candles, which are good for pullback. Couple of things that we need to remember. What this? It is almost no wick. What this candle? Almost no wick candle. These becomes magnet for price to go. I would never take this IFVG here. Simplest of reason is when these two things align, there are higher chances that this will go downside. This will go downside before taking the stop loss. Okay, so always keep these things in mind. Like these are some things. Now this did not have any, almost no wick, which means this will become a drawn liquidity. Price is going downside. anybody entering on this bearish order block would have got 1:2. Risking 500, you could have made 1,000. But these are just signals. It has supporting CVD as well. Look at this bearish volume coming in. Bearish volume in sense, look at the selling. Selling is coming with volume here. Okay, so that's how you judge the strength of the signal. Now if price wants to continue downside, this becomes a resistance zone. Now this becomes a resistance zone right here, which is bearish order block. If price really wants to move downside, it should tap this and just go downside. Go downside. Watch these candles. These are liquid draw on liquidities, almost no wick candles. Even here, even here. There are still chances that price will come down here and give us a good signal and still fails, but that's what price does. It could give us a good entry, it could give us a perfect entry and yet fail. So that is part of market. Price is pretty random, but the way we trade, if we keep on trading one system or with one process, like over the period of time, that statistics adds up, and that is what makes you profitable. If you're trading today with if you're trading today with ICT concept, next day you're trading with EMA, next day you're trading with volume profile, that does not give you that statistics. For your statistics to be a consistently profitable trader, you need to stick to one strategy. We have a process. What do we do here? We wait for the price to come to the level of interest, which is 15-minute fair value gap. It could be 15-minute order block, which is right here as well. We wait for the price to come there, we wait for it to generate a good signal. We wait for, like, we also take into consideration the CVD. If CVD is supporting that signal, it just gives me a good idea of the strength of that signal. If we have a good strong signal at the level of interest, we get into that trade. After that, price can do whatever it wants to do. It could take a stop loss, it could also give us a take profit level. I'm still waiting for this fair value gap. what it will do here, there is a fair value gap which is internal pool of liquidity. It will also be taking down this low, which means it will be taking out sell side liquidity right here at this low. It will take out sell side liquidity at this low. It will enter into this internal pool of liquidity. At that point of time, if it generates a good long signal for us, it will be with supporting CBD, it will be a good trade for 165 points. Until then, yeah, we might still have to wait. What are the reasons why it should be moving up again? What's this? What this? What these candles? What these candles? What this candle as well? It's almost candles without any wicks on the higher side. So these are the liquidity levels which it is dropping right now. Watch this candle. What this particular candle, it had no wick. Price went up higher, but then came down and took down that candle again. Low of that candle, and then went up higher again. So context is forming pretty good for bull side, but we will only enter if price gives us a good signal for longs at this level of interest or this level of interest. Hundred points from that entry with Mark. If price wants to move higher, higher from here, it can move up higher, but we won't be entering into that trade. Now watch this. We have another fair value gap right here. We have 1 minute fair value gap right here. It was not tapped yet, but with this, it is aligning with this bearish order blocks as well. So it becomes a good strong zone for price to reject. That rejection is 30 points. So if you have already entered a short trade here, these are the levels that you're looking for price to continue moving downside. If these levels get taken out, then we should be booking the profit whatever we have. Until then, we can continue to hold this trade as as this internal pull here, 15-minute fair value gap, will become a draw on liquidity. Like, this is internal pool of liquidity. Price is coming down to this. Many buyers will be waiting right here just to buy. Yeah, exactly. Closer to this. Yeah, let's see. We might get a good trade today. We might get a good trade today. We have the level of interest. CVD is also almost at the level from where it went up higher, almost 180 points higher from that. We have our context forming out, which are liquidities, like sell side liquidity sweep of this 15-minute swing low. With this 15-minute candle does not have a wick, which indicates the bearish like level up there. Bearish draw on liquidity up there. If it doesn't tap this level of interest and gives us a signal, I'm not entering into that trade. Generally, like the trades that happens within first 45 minutes are one of the best trades. They're one of the best trades, like because there's a lot of momentum during that period of time. Like during first hour, there's a lot of momentum. So those trades works pretty fast. Just like yesterday when we were watching this, like unfortunately I was not there present, but this signal, but this is within the first 30 minutes. Now this signal was so good that it went down almost 500 points from there. After that signal went down 485 points. It doesn't matter if price goes from here, takes out the high again, it's okay. We will not take a trade. We need three things: level of interest, which is must. We need a level of interest. After that, we need signal on that level of interest, and we need supporting CVD. If any one of them is missing, we are not entering a trade. I know it's a little hard just to wait there. But once you learn to be that patient, like money is just the byproduct. You will start making money consistently. because statistics will start being in your favor if you can take one type of trade. Now even if I have this IFVG, look at this red candle. This for me is not a V-shaped recovery, hence I'll not be looking to enter longs here. And also we do not have any level of interest, so that's that. Yeah, price is not not actually giving us the thing that we are looking for. Yeah, nothing is happening. We're still not getting that. We still did not get the price at our level of interest, which means we still do not have any trade. Almost 2 hours, 1 hour and 45 minutes. Market open price did not give us any opportunity to enter trade. It did present a lot of signals. This was a good one. This was a good one. But then it presented a multiple signals, like this was a good IFVG. At the same time, there was this liquidity sweep below, V-shaped rejection, or V-shaped recovery. We have price came into this for value gap, went up higher. We had multiple signals, but we did not have a good trade. Because for a good trade, what we need is we need a level of interest. We need a signal on that level of interest. Watch this thing right now as well. With this liquidity sweep with speed, V-shape rejection, almost got an IFEG, I guess. Yeah, almost. But we do not have any level of interest right now. For us to enter into a trade, we need a level of interest, a level that will say that that itself will say that it has to deliver to certain uh, price to certain price, like this 15-minute fair value gap. If for price to work at the for price if price gives us good signal at this level, then it has to it potentially will go all the way till 442. Even if we don't wait for all the way till 442, 166 point, we can get out at some of the liquidity levels. We can take partials at some of the levels, but as of right now, price is not giving us that opportunity, and that's part of day trading. Price won't always give you all the signals that you are looking for, all the check boxes that you're looking for. It still has not taken out this 15-minute high, which is wickless candle, which is still the draw on liquidity. Price is pretty bullish today, but it is directly countering 4-hour fair value gap. Watch this. There is a this is daily. Okay, this is a daily fair value gap. If you look into 4-hour, look at this. There's a 4-hour fair value gap here, here, here. Price is strong. It wants to move up higher, but it is directly into this fair value gap. Could be the reason why it's slow. But trust me, once it moves out of this consolidation again, it will start moving with speed. We might get a tap into that 15-minute fair value gap. We might not. Looking at the time, I don't think. I guess we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have 3 15-minute candles remaining before we close for the session today. So I don't see any bullish order block as well here, formation, like potential bullish order block formation. The only good chance that we had was right here. The only good chance we had was right here. That's the only good, like, if price would have just tapped into this level of interest and gave us a good V-shaped rejection. Look at the points. Even from here, it went about 103 points. It took some time, but it went 103 points. If it would have just given us that level of interest, it would have been 130 points. But it did not. We have to wait. Looking at the price action, I really want to just hop up, just close the system, come back tomorrow. We'll still wait because this is the last 15 minutes of London closing. So see this red area it starts from? It starts from 11:15 to 11:30, and that is like London closing. Generally a trade gets formed into this session. Like this also acts as a session high and session low. Once we have 15 minutes, this 15-minute high and low, price generally tends to take out high, move lower, or take down low and move higher. But looking at the price action, watch this. It's just a range bound. Look at this 15-minute candle. It's range bound. Yeah, price is pretty slow right now. There's no level of interest. Like even if it breaks out in this in some time, there's no order block that it has. If it goes all the way down to this value gap now, then it will change structure on 15-minute time frame. This would have been a great trade if price would have just came down first before it moved up higher. Yeah, I guess this is it from my side today. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll yeah, I'll come back tomorrow. See if market gives us an opportunity. If everything aligns with our system, yeah, then we'll take a trade then. I don't see any opportunities forming right now. Even if it breaks out higher, we do not have any order block. If it goes down, if it goes below, then it changes the structure for on bearish side. And snow trade is forming within like next 250-minute candles. Hence, I guess here we end the stream here today. We'll come back tomorrow with another great session, great analysis, decoding all the signals, decoding price movement. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good day, trade responsibly, and please like and subscribe if you like how I decode the price. Have a good day.